Hey guys, my name's Alex TZ, and in this video I want to tell you the top 10 things I want to see in Star Wars Battlefront 3. So as many of you may know already, but Star Wars Battlefront 2 has been discontinued and there will no longer be content added to the game. So us Star Wars fans are pretty much now waiting for the next installment of the Battlefront franchise. So I hope at least one of these ideas from my video will be added into Star Wars Battlefront 3 in the near future. I want to see more game modes. Now in terms of more game modes in Battlefront 3, I want to see more things like more objectives in the match or different things to do in the match. So for example, I came up with an idea where basically you would start off in the match in a shuttle or a transport and you're just sitting there with the boys. And then when the transport lands, you rush out into the heat of the battle, or you land in a base in the back of the map where you prepare for the ensuing battle. In Battlefront 2, there's a lot of skins by the end of the game, in the game's lifespan. However, I want to see more skins, and these skins can be as simple as the damaged variants of hero or villains in the game. But also, I'd love to see an idea where there could be a skin variant known as fan-in skins, where basically these skins would not exist in canon, but there would be skins like Phase 2 Arc Heavy. But they have to obviously be realistically possible in the canon. So no Pink Vader, you guys. Now, there were more than 21 maps in Battlefront 2 by the end of the game, so I wish there were just more maps in general. Like, for example, they missed out the opportunity in putting Vardos or Sullust into multiplayer. Also, I wish they made the maps larger in terms of the scale of the maps. It would be ambitious but yet awesome, but they could definitely add Coruscant, or the underworld of Coruscant. It would honestly be a very good idea to see in Battlefront 3. Now, for number 7, I want to see new mechanics in Battlefront 3. So this would be something like the idea in which the Jedi and Sith characters of Battlefront 3 would start out as Padawans, or you wouldn't know how to use your lightsaber or use the Force. There would also be a game mode known as Jedi Academy, where you'd train there and learn new tricks, and also you'd learn how to use the Force in new unique ways. Every time you leveled up as a Jedi or Sith, you could learn a new Force power, or move with let's say a jump ability, and eventually you could become a very powerful Jedi Master or a very dangerous yet very infamous Sith. So the way I'd want the new progressive system to play out in Battlefront 3, would be that every time you leveled up, let's say 10 to 50 levels, you would unlock a new skin or skins. So let's say at level 124, and a cool Palpatine skin could be unlocked at level 125. But you have the credits to buy the skin, but you need to get to level 125 to unlock the skin. This would then give an idea of that it would make a player to drive to get that skin. And another idea I really liked for the new progressive system in Battlefront 3 was an idea by a guy called Split Screen. He's a YouTuber like me, and basically he made a great video on things he wants to see in Battlefront 3. So make sure to go check out his video in the link description down below, after my video of course. Back in Star Wars Battlefront 2015, there was something known as HUT contracts, which were basically where you had to pay up a little bit of credits and then you'd go out in the battlefront and complete the challenge. And if you did, you'd get a weapon or an item. So I wish this comes back in Battlefront 3. I'd want it so instead of completing challenges, you had to kill certain characters in the battlefront. So this could be as common as a stormtrooper or as rare as Chancellor Palpatine in the battlefront, as many times as it requested. Also, you would never know who would want to have your head on someone's desk. Now, I wish in Battlefront 2 there were more ways of playing the map or objectives. So for example, I wish their factions could change objectives each round. This would obviously apply very nicely in Strike, for example. Also, I wish, and some people might disagree with me with this, but having more longer and more intense matches would be awesome to have in Battlefront 3. This could be as simple as adding more objectives in the phase, and this could definitely give a chance for everyone in the match to play a part in the battlefront. This is something I've been wanting, especially for the fact that this would be great for us YouTubers in terms of thumbnails, but this would be more ways in shooting cinematic shots. Like for example, you can do it like in Marvel Spider-Man, where there's a button, then you can go into photo mode, and you can really take some good screenshots or photos of Spider-Man. But of course, this would be for Star Wars, of course. In addition, I wish Battlefront 2 was more cinematic in terms of the lightsaber combat in the game. I wish you actually connected lightsabers with somebody and you had to outplay them by knowing some better maneuvers, like I explained in number 7. So in Battlefront 2, there has pretty much been updates to the game since every month since it had launched in late 2017, which they had some great updates, sometimes like the Clone Wars content, or the change to hero versus villains, or the addition of capital supremacy and Anakin Skywalker. However, there are times where updates barely had any good content to play with in the game. So I hope for Battlefront 3 to release fewer yet better updates, but obviously they would contain a lot more content and it would have to be worth the wait. And by the way, this list isn't particularly in any order, but for number 1, I wish to see the environment play more of a bigger role in the Battlefront. And the way this could be handled in Battlefront 3 is, for example, a lightsaber character who could actually cut through the wall and walk right through it. Now obviously this should and would take a long time to cut through, and you'd also be left exposed to any blaster fire incoming. And it also depends on the material you'd be cutting through. So like glass would be pretty easy to cut through, unlike a blast door, which should take a lot harder and longer to cut through. And finally, I wished you could actually enter a building and have like small skirmishes in the living room of someone's house in Naboo, for example, which honestly would be really cool and really bring the immersion of actually being in a very big city. So that was my list for the top 10 things I'd love to see in Battlefront 3. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you liked it. Also, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It would help me out greatly. And also, I do play Star Wars Battlefront 2 as well, and I've done a couple matches of some game modes, so feel free to go check them out. And finally, don't forget to take it easy, and peace.